So, what is it that we need to do daily so that we have peace? Hello, everyone. This is Andrea with Revitalizing Your Health. And today I just want to share some thoughts that I have and things I have learned through experience of how to have peace. On my Goal Setting Monday series, I have shared about how important it is to have goals and plans, that we have a morning routine and an evening routine, and then we have a plan for our day. And not just our day, but maybe our week, our month, or maybe even our year. Now, I believe goals are important. But even with those goals, we always need to give every day to God. And we need to be willing to lay down or take up whatever is in His plan for us for that day. I want to be willing to wait upon the Lord and to allow Him to guide me each and every step of the way. So it was at the beginning of a week. And on Monday, I had an appointment for that week and also on Tuesday. But on Sunday of that week, I received a text from each one of those appointments letting me know that they were going to have to reschedule because something came up. Now, it used to be in the past when there was a wrench like this thrown into my plans, I would get very anxious. And I still at times can struggle with that because it's like, I have everything planned out. Don't throw in something different. But I am learning. And so when I got those texts, I said, that's fine. Let's reschedule. And I just kind of forgot about it. Now, I want to share a Bible verse with you, and it comes from Psalms 27, verse 14, and it reads, "Wait on the Lord. Be of good courage, and He shall strengthen thine heart. Wait, I say, on the Lord." That is a wonderful promise. I know that God will give me courage and strength to take up or lay down whatever He brings into my life, whether it messes up my schedule or not. But I can trust Him to help me through that. Now, Monday morning came, and I was on my way to work, and I got a text from my foreman letting me know that my coworker was out sick. And her and I share responsibilities. I only work a half a day, she works a full day. Then I realized that the benefit for me not having an appointment that day was that I would be able to work a full day because my coworker wasn't going to be able to be there. God had that all worked out for me before it even came up. What an amazing God we have. And then I was like excited. What's going to happen? Why did my Tuesday appointment get canceled? I was kind of anxious to find out what the Lord had in store. Tuesday rolled around, and I was feeling a little tired that day. And as I was working through the morning, I was thinking, man, I am just so tired. I was so thankful that when 1 o'clock rolled around, I could go directly home. And you know what I did when I got home? I actually laid back and took a nap. I really needed that. God knew I needed that rather than going to this appointment that got canceled. Isn't the Lord amazing? He works out all the details of our lives if we allow Him, and we don't have to be anxious that our plans might be destroyed. My week wasn't over. So when I got up Wednesday morning, I felt so fatigued. On my way to work, I have a prayer partner, and we were praying together. And I just let her know that I was just so fatigued. I felt like I didn't even want to go to work. And so we prayed about it. And then she shared with me Maybe you just need to talk to somebody at work and let them know how you're feeling, and maybe you could go home early. So as I walked into work, I said to the Lord, Lord, if you see fit that I should not work until 1 o'clock today, give me an opportunity to speak with my foreman. And I went in, prepared to work my half a day. So after the production meeting, my foreman came to me and he was going over the list of things that I needed to do. And he let me know that it was a very short list. And it was amazingly short. And I said to him, so does that mean that I can get off early? And he looks at me and says, did you want to get off early? And I said, well, I'm just feeling really fatigued and it would be great if I could get off early. And he said, well, how early would you like to get off? And I shared with him that I would work for a little while to get some of the jobs done so that when my coworker was ready with her long job that she needed to do first, then I would leave. Well, believe it or not, I was out of there by 10:30. And what amazes me is that God knew that I was going to need that. God was answering my prayer before I even asked. So many times I seem surprised that God has answered my prayer. But should I seem surprised? How about you? Do you feel that way at times? You're surprised that God has answered your prayer? He's worked out the details? It actually reminds me of a Bible story. And it's the story about Peter when he was in jail. And there were people praying in a home. They were gathered together praying for Peter. And an angel of the Lord came and brought him out of jail. And I just want to read that story to you. And the story is found in Acts chapter 12, verses 12 through 17. This is the part I want to highlight. And once Peter was let free out of jail, when he had considered the things, he came to the house of Mary, the mother of John, whose surname was Mark, where many were gathered together praying. And as Peter knocked at the door of the gate, a damsel came to hearken, named Rhoda. And when she knew Peter's voice, she opened not the gate for gladness, but ran in and told how Peter stood before the gate. And they said unto her, Thou art mad. But she constantly affirmed that it was even so. Then said they, It is his angel. But Peter continued knocking, and when they had opened the door and saw him, they were astonished. But he, beckoning unto them with the hand to hold their peace, declared unto them how the Lord had brought him out of the prison. And he said, Go show these things unto James and to the brethren. And he departed and went into another place. Why were they astonished? I mean, hadn't they been praying? But how often we are the same way. We've been praying for something, and then when it happens, or maybe things don't happen the way we want them to, we're astonished. We shouldn't be astonished. We should just be praising God, even if it's not going the way we want it. We still should be praising God. And it reminds me of a promise found in Isaiah chapter 40, verse 31. But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint. If we wait upon the Lord and trust in Him, He will give us the strength to endure even through the trials that may come our way. So no matter what is happening in our life, He will lead and guide. And even though we've made a plan, those plans can change by God. And we know that as He changes those plans, it's for our good. And isn't it a blessing to be able to have that full trust in Him so we don't have to be anxious for anything, but we can have peace as we trust Him? What a promise. It's just such a blessing. So how about you? Is there something that's happened in your life where you had a definite plan, but God changed things around, and now you can look at it and see why He changed those plans and it was a blessing? Or you maybe have seen God working through your life through a trial. I would love to hear your story. And no matter what you're going through today, know that God is there for you. He loves you. He wants to carry you through whatever difficulty is in your path today. And I just pray that the Lord will wrap His arms about you, will bless you, and that He will give you the strength to endure. And I know He will. That's the blessed promise. So today, trust in Him, wait upon Him, and see the miracles that He will perform in your life. And until next time, keep healthy and God bless. If in any way you have been blessed by this video, please share, like, and subscribe to help me grow. And in advance, thank you.